Hey everyone, Scott here. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. This is the Scott Aromatico Fragrance Channel, and I'm so excited to talk to you about fragrances each and every week. I am so passionate, just as I know you are too. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. Today's topic is going to be my top 15 fragrance releases in the last 15 years. So we've got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, little shop talk. First of all, I think this goes without saying, but for some of you, it probably doesn't. This is very subjective, okay? This is my opinion. These are not based on scientific fact. Some of these have a lot of hype behind them. Some of these are my favorites. Some of these are all-time bestsellers, but these are ones that really jumped out to me and that I really gravitated that have been released over the last 15 years. If you guys have a better list or you're thinking of some fragrances I may have left off, leave a comment down below telling me your 15 favorite fragrances. I'd like to hear from you. What are some of your favorite fragrances that have been released over the last 15 years? So like I said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first one I'm going to do is a fan favorite, loved by everybody, has no controversy. It is not a polarizing fragrance. This is a gimme. Everybody loves this one. This guy right here, Dior Sauvage, right? Fan favorite, one of the best fragrances will ever be released. I would be wrong because I already know from talking to a lot of you, you hate it, you think it's overhyped, you think it's been around too long, you think it's no longer relevant. Well, I do. I love this fragrance. First of all, I love it because it gets me results. This is one of my wife's all-time favorite fragrances, and because of that, I like it too. If she likes it, then you know Scott's happy as well, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. But anyways, Dior Sauvage came out in 2015, so that's almost 7 years ago, and this fragrance is absolutely beautiful because it's got that fresh lavender, which everybody loves, a very fresh opening fragrance because it's very mass appealing. But then it's got those spices in there that give it a nice little kick. I know a lot of you guys hate synthetic notes, but this does have ambroxan in it, and ambroxan helps give this some staying power, and it's also used in a lot of fragrances that are coined as blue fragrances. Dior Sauvage is known for their amazing ad campaign with this guy right here, of course, Johnny Depp. He absolutely put this fragrance on the map because who doesn't love Johnny Depp? Who doesn't love the way this man acts, the way this man's style? He's just, you know, he's an artisan. He's into everything, guys. He's a musician and just a pretty cool guy from what I can tell. And so Dior Sauvage latched onto him. They stuck with him through the fragrance campaign, even through all his controversy. And you have an absolutely amazing fragrance. And this one, I think it's still relevant. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below if you think it's still relevant, or if you don't like this one at all, that's okay. Let me know too. But I really, really love this one because it goes 8+ hours on my skin and you get the nice combination of freshness and spiciness, and I love it. All right, next one on my list, guys, another fragrance that's not polarizing at all. This is one that everyone's absolutely, okay, enough with the jokes. Creed Aventus. Guys, I love this fragrance. One of the reasons I love it is because, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, the price was so high, and I used it as a reward to reward myself when the channel started doing good and I started making a little bit of money. And you know, it is expensive. I get it. It's expensive and it might not last as long as you want it to for the price. But Creed Aventus is just one of those fragrances that, yeah, it's expensive and you feel like you have status when you wear it. I'm just going to be honest about that. But I do love the scent profile. I love the scent profile of citrus. I love birch. I love black currant. I love the birch. I love the pineapple note in this. And guys, this is one of those fragrances, whether you like it or not, it has been duplicated and copied so much. There's so many fragrances with the pineapple and the birch and the black currant DNA, and you know, those citruses on the top and those nice woody aspects in the end. This fragrance is copied. Now, do you guys still think this is the king of fragrances? I've been heard Creed Aventus called the king of fragrances. Let me know if you guys still think Creed Aventus is king. Leave a comment down below. But I do love this fragrance. I get about 6 to 8 hours, mainly in that 6 to 7 range, and I get about an arm's length projection, and I love this fragrance. Just wish it was a little bit cheaper. But for that reason, this was an amazing fragrance, helped developed by some other perfumers and Irwin Creed, and it's just been copied so much, and I think it deserves to be on this list. All right, next one, guys, to me is a 10 out of 10 as far as designer fragrances go. And I know that's hard to say because a lot of you think, you know, niche fragrances where it's at. But this is one designer fragrance that I think is a 10 out of 10. And I don't care which concentration you get, if you get the EDT, EDP or Parfum. I happen to like the Parfum because I feel like it's blended to perfection. It's smooth. But guys, this is one of my favorite blue fragrances, quote unquote. It's just so good. This one was designed by Jacques Polget. It was launched in 2010, so almost 12 years ago. And this one is just so nice. It's got one of the nicest openings with all those citruses in the top, very lemony. When this dries down, it's so woody and gorgeous. You know, there's a nice incense vibe going on with this that helps give it a nice mysterious vibe. I get about 6 to 8 hours on my skin. I get a really, really nice scent bubble, probably a little bit more than an arm's length, and I get so many compliments from that. So because of that reason, I think this is a fragrance that helped put, I know Chanel has been popular for a long time. They do everything first class, but this really took it to another level in men's fragrances when it comes to Chanel. What do you guys think about this fragrance? Do you love it? If not, please let me know down in the comments. If so, let me know down in the comments. But this fragrance is so gorgeous because it's very versatile and you can wear it for any occasion, anytime, anywhere. All right, next fragrance I'm going to talk about is one of the most well-known winter fragrances. I absolutely love this one, guys. This is by Viktor and Rolf. This is called SPICEBOMB Extreme. When I first saw these bottles, I didn't love them, but now I kind of fell in love with the cheesiness and the fact that this looks like a grenade and the fact that you have to pull the pin to spray it, I think is really cool. To me, this is one of the most amazing fall-winter scents. The vanilla, the spices, and the freshness with the lavender, it just lasts for days and days, and I absolutely love this one. Another masterpiece by Viktor and Rolf, in my opinion. I just think this one is just so gorgeous, guys. And I get about 8 hours plus, and it has an absolutely amazing scent trail. All right, guys, next one on my list. Alberto Morillas is going to be mentioned a lot on this list. This one, guys, right here, Acqua di Gio, one of my favorite scents. Guys, if you like the original Acqua di Gio from 20 plus years ago, and for good reason, it is a great fragrance, but some of you think it's a little dated. Some of you think it doesn't last long enough, and I get that. This one solves all those problems. Here's a fragrance with some longevity, with a little bit of depth, has that same Acqua di Gio DNA, and I know this one's been talked about till it's blue in the face, but guys, for good reason. It's so good. It has a nice incense note in here that gives it a nice smoky, dark, mysterious vibe, along with that original Acqua di Gio DNA. You know, very fresh, very aquatic, and you're going to get some longevity. And I feel like this is so versatile. You can wear it anytime, anywhere. All right, guys, another amazing winter fragrance. Now, this one is very youthful. We call this the clubbing fragrance here in the fragrance community. Whatever the case may be, this one is an all-time seller. It's a great fragrance. I know some of you might like some of the other flankers better, but I just really love 1 Million. It is an absolutely amazing fragrance. I know it's youthful, kind of cheesy with the gold bar. It really was marketed to appeal to a young crowd, guys. I love 1 Million. What can I say? This came out about 14 years ago. This one is just so good because it has orange, a lot of cinnamon, and it's just got so much depth with the amber and the patchouli and the spices, a little bit of rose. For that reason, it's one of my favorite fragrances. I get about 6 to 8 hours on my skin, and I just like this one, guys. It just does so well. It lasts really, really long on me, you know, more towards that 8-hour mark, but it's just one of my favorites, and I get so many compliments with this one. All right, guys, we're staying with that clubbing theme, right? All right, next one I'm going to talk about is from the house of Versace, and that is Eros, guys. One of my favorite fragrances. Again, so many of these clubbing fragrances have an apple note. So you've got apple on the top, mint, lemon, and just a whole lot of vanilla and a whole lot of ambroxan to give it some staying power. This one kind of screams, you know, it points to everybody, says, hey, I'm over here. I'm the alpha female, I'm the alpha male, whatever the case may be, whoever wears this fragrance. It is such a gorgeous fragrance, guys. The blue bottle is to symbolize, you know, the Mediterranean Sea. You've got the goddess of love right here on the bottle. This fragrance is going to get some attention, and I just really like it. It gets about 6 to 8 hours on my skin. It projects really loudly. It has a nice scent bubble, and people are going to give you compliments when you wear this one. All right, guys, next one on my list. This is one of my favorites. I wish I would have got my nose on the original formulation. I never got to smell the original, and I heard that one had so much more depth, had so much more longevity. But anyways, this is YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. This came out in 2009, so almost 13 years ago, guys. I haven't sprayed too many of these because I'm trying to go quick. Oh, guys, so good with that lavender. I love anything with lavender, but the cardamom is the star. Woody aspects. It's warm, spicy, very aromatic. It's perfect for a date night. It's cozy and flirty. Too bad I only get about 4 to 6 hours on my skin, and it only projects at about an arm's length, but otherwise, this is the perfect date night. when you're on a date, you know, you're usually there, you go to a dinner or a movie, you know, you're out for about 2 to 3 hours. It's going to get the job done in that amount of time. And then you come home and you guys get intimate and cozy. It's going to get the job done. This smells absolutely amazing. And your significant other or your loved one, whoever they may be, are going to notice when you wear this fragrance. So for that reason, I've got it on the list. Another Alberto Marias fragrance I had to put on the list. This one right here, Versace pour Homme. Guys, love this fragrance. It came out about 14 years ago. This is one of the most fresh, aquatic fragrances on the market. It is absolutely amazing, guys. It's a citrus bomb, lots of lemon. It's very crisp, clean, musky. There's some vanilla and amber. I get about 6 hours on my skin, and is a compliment machine. Every time I wear this one, everybody smells it. Everybody notices me. Everybody just always pays me compliments. I've gotten so many compliments. This is probably, this and Light Blue Intense gets me the most compliments in the summertime. And you can see, guys, I put quite a big dent in that. So I think this one should make the list because this is an all-timer. This is perfect for the summer. It is a banger, guys. I love it. All right, guys, we got to stay with the house of Chanel because they really know what they're doing. You guys know this one. This is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I love this one, guys. This is Jacques Pogé. Again, this is just one of the best creamy, fresh, citrusy scents out there. A lot of mint in here, a little bit of spiciness, and just very vanillic, musky, and woody. Non-offensive, very versatile. You can wear it any time of year. You can wear it to the gym, wear it to the wedding. Perfect for the office because you're not going to offend anybody. And it's just a creamy, lemony, vanilla scent that I am here for. Absolutely love it. So I put it on my list, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, Alberto. It's the Alberto Maria show, guys. Dylan Blue. I love the name because I love Bob Dylan. I don't think it was named after him, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Guys, this one is absolutely gorgeous. Again, Alberto Marias is so amazing. Fresh citrus blast with the grapefruit. I love the grapefruit opening. Some aquatic notes, a little bit of fig, not too much. A whole lot of ambroxan, some incense, and boom, a lot of vanilla in the base of this, which just makes this so versatile. You can wear it in the high heat, but you can also wear it in the wintertime. This has just got so much depth to it. It's one of my favorite fragrances to this day. I think this fragrance is still in play. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this one or not for you? It might be a little bit youthful, but hey, I'm in my 50s, so I'm trying to feel as young as I possibly can. Another compliment machine. This is a great flanker to this fragrance, guys. I'm here for it. All right, guys, we're staying in that aquatic vein, right? I love aquatic fragrances, and a lot of aquatic fragrances are #1 bestsellers because they appeal to women and men, and they're just so good. So we're going with Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. Now, I know a lot of you like the original, and I do too, but I just feel like this one is the better one. I know the OG is still in play, and I like it, but this is another Alberto Marias masterpiece, in my opinion. It came out, 2017? I think it's better than the original. It's got a beautiful opening, grapefruit orange, very aquatic, and it's just got that juniper note in there. It's like a fresh sea breeze blowing through those juniper trees, rolling off the ocean, and that scent is hitting your nose and just reminding you of nothing but beach vibes. I can almost hear the gulls right now. So beautiful. Now, guys, the waves are crashing. The ocean is calling when you wear this fragrance. You're going to smell like a fine Italian gentleman. And so for that reason, I had to include it in my list. All right, guys, we're getting down to the end. I've got 3 left. Stick with me. The next 2 are some of my all-time favorite fragrances, guys. To me, these next 2 are absolute 100% masterpieces. And I didn't have these fragrances in any order. So if you stuck this long and you're new to the channel, you're in for a treat because look this fragrance up because it's absolutely opulent. This is one of the most opulent fragrances I have in my collection. This one is called DANAE by ARGOS. And I'm including it in this list because I think it is, even though it's relatively new, it's a kind of a baby of the group. It just came out not too long ago. Let's see, when did this come out? 2021, so a year ago. This is a baby in the list, but this is already legendary. You can see I'm kind of blowing through this juice. Look at the richness and depth of this juice. This bottle is absolutely extremely heavy. This bottle has so much detail on it from that crystal in there. Guys, there's even, you can't see it. Even inside the cap, you've got the Argos eye in there. You've got the Argos eye in there, guys. You've got something on the label, inside the label here. There's just so much going on. You've got the crystals embedded into this picture here, guys, and this is just absolutely amazing fragrance. It smells so good. It's a patchouli bomb. You got sticky sweet cistus in this, guys. It's just, and you've got this beautiful creamy lemony vibe going on in the top, and that's coming from the sandalwood and the citruses in the top. The sprayer is a pressure sprayer. Look at this. I'm going to waste a spray even though I don't want to. Gorgeous, guys. I love that sound. It's so satisfying. And I wear this for so many special occasions. It's one of my favorite fragrances, guys. This is a painting by Gustave Clement. So it's just so cool. It's in the artist series, and you trust me. Check my link down below, guys, and you will be able to find this fragrance in my link, and you can get a nice little discount and save your money on buying this fragrance. It's opulent, guys. It's so gorgeous. Trust me, you've got to smell it. All right, next one on my list is from the House of Zaharoff. Shout out to George. You are the man. This is the first niche fragrance, first luxury niche indie fragrance I've ever bought, and I couldn't be happier. This one's turned me into the monster that I am, the crazy fragrance fiend that I am. Guys, this is a lavender bomb. This is called Zaharoff's Signature Pour Homme. This is so classy. It's got a classic feel, but it's still modern enough for the everyday man. You are going to get a smile across your face. You're going to get confidence when you wear this. The lavender in here is so beautiful. It has so much depth, guys. There's oud in the base. You got the myrrh and the frankincense giving it that religious-like experience. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. I get about 6 to 8 hours on my skin. It's one of my all-time favorites. All right, guys, here we go. Last but not least, Dolce & Gabbana. The One had to be on this list. It's one of my all-time favorite fall-winter scents. This one just screams fall and winter. It's so beautiful. It's fresh. It's a little bit spicy. It's got kind of like a nutty vibe going on, a little bit boozy as well. One of my all-time favorite date night fragrances. I wish it lasts longer. You get about 4 to 6 hours on your skin, but it's just such an amazing fragrance. I love it so much. This one is another one by Olivier Polget. He makes so many masterpieces along with Alberto Marias. So guys, this one had to be on the list. Those are my 15, okay? Thank you so much for sticking to the end. Let me know what are some of your favorites down in the comments below. Guys, I hope wherever you're at peace and finding happiness. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. This is Scott Aromatico. Nothing but love and peace.